Hello students, today I am going to explain Rutherford's model of atom. Okay, I have given you the question what to study this one, but little bit explanation I am just giving you. What is this? Electrons revolving around the nucleus. It's not the nucleus is at the center. Okay, nucleus, you can see this photograph also. Nucleus is at the center. Okay, electrons revolving around the nucleus. Okay, so what will happen? Electrons are negatively charged, nucleus is the positively charged. It is very small compared to atom. So then what will happen? Electrons in the nucleus, then it will attract to the nucleus. Okay, then when it will revolve, it has that some velocity and all. Okay, then what is this? Suppose m is the mass of the electron. Suppose m is the mass of the electron, v is the velocity. Okay, e is the electron charge. Then what will it is look like a centripetal force also is that we have studied before in classical mechanics and all. Centripetal force also around the circular path. If any particle revolves around that circumference, then we can get centripetal force. Okay, here we are getting this another force, one type of force we are getting here. See what type of force, what is the formula we are getting according to Rutherford alpha particle scattering. What is this? See, m is the mass of electron, e is the charge of electron, v is the velocity of the electron because it is revolving around the nucleus, then r is the distance from the nucleus to the circumference to this point. Okay, then what will be the formula for the force of we are getting? What is the formula for force? We are getting the force equal to z square by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Okay, this is the formula we are getting here. For charge in the nucleus, we are getting Z in E. Okay, then force of attraction between electron and nucleus, what is the getting? Z E into E. Z E, this is charge on the nucleus, into electron is charge for that electron is E, and Z is the charge on the nucleus. What is this? Z E into E by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Then what is to be Z E into E? E into E whole E square. Z square by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. But epsilon naught is what? Electron permittivity of the free space. Okay, this is electron permittivity. Then what is the centripetal force equal to? You are getting, we know, mv squared by r. So it is revolving around the nucleus like this. Okay, like around the nucleus. Okay, so like this it is revolving. So it is equal to, we can write this force is equal to Z square by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This formula is equal to mv square by r. P is the velocity, m is the mass, r is the distance. So this equal to this we can write. So this is the Rutherford model of atom. This is the main formula we are getting here. Okay, now after this we can see the drawback, disadvantage, limitations are same questions. Okay, yeah, the words are different, but answer is same. Okay, so what is the drawbacks? Drawbacks is that Rutherford is saying that because atom okay, on the atom electrons are there, how many electrons, it depends which type of electron will take. Okay, then what will happen? Electrons are negatively charged, atom is the positive nucleus is the positive charge. So what will happen? Electrons will revolve around the nucleus, and so what will happen? It is electrically neutral. So what will happen? It is electrically neutral. So when electrons continuously in motion, so it will revolve around the nucleus. Then when it will lose all energies, when it will lose all energy, when it will revolve, then after revolving all energy, then it will fall to the nucleus. Okay, this arrow mark is given. So it will start from here, then it will come back, and again it will go and all, it will fall to the nucleus. Okay, then what will happen? It will fall, but actually atom is stable. So we have seen that later on, that we have seen atom is stable. So what will happen here? According to Rutherford, he cannot explain that atom is stable, because when electrons will fall to the nucleus, then it loses the stability of the atom. So it loses. So it is the disadvantage of Rutherford's model of atom. Another one is there also, he cannot explain the line spectra. If it is electronic revolve around the nucleus continuously. Okay, then how to it loss of energy. Okay, it loss of energy, and it can, but it is actually it is not happen. We cannot explain the line spectra of the electron. It cannot explain. He cannot explain the line spectra. So this is second one. Another one, he cannot explain the distribution of electrons outside the nucleus. Okay, he cannot explain the distribution of how many electrons will be there, how many not. He cannot explain. So there are the three disadvantage of Rutherford's model of atom. Okay, so this is the disadvantage we have seen, but he has given the alpha particle scattering experiment formula and all, but though after this also there are three disadvantages are there. Okay, so after this disadvantage we will see that when the drawbacks are there, I mean disadvantage, after the disadvantage, Bohr's model of atom. Bohr's, again he has suggested another theory of this atom, and he a little bit he is modified that Rutherford's model of atom. Whatever drawbacks are there, he explained clearly that he cleared the defects. So we will see in the next Bohr's model of atom, because some disadvantages are there Rutherford, so it is not useful so much. Then later on, when Bohr's atom model of atom was discovered, it was very useful. We will see in the next class. Okay, bye students.